What's up everybody, Mr. Play Dr. Game here, back with another video for y'all today. And they're gonna be talking about an article that I find very interesting. And today's article I'm gonna be reading is 60% of gamers prefer older live service title to recent live service title. And honestly, that kind of makes sense because there's actually some evidence that back this claim up that older live service titles tend to be more popular than the newer live service titles today. So no further ado, let's get right into the article. And the article comes from Kotaku.com. 60% of playtime in 2023 went to 6-year-old or older games, new data shows. A newly released game industry report by market researcher Newzoo shows that PC and console market grew 2.6% in 2023. Overall playtime decreased as gamers spend more and more time in smaller lists of old games like Fortnite and League of Legends, which makes sense because if you go on Twitch right now, you will see that most games that dominate the chart on Twitch are either League of Legends, CSGO, Valorant, or League of Legends or Dota. So mostly old live service games dominate Twitch. Like you go on Twitch right now, the dominant game will always be Dota, League of Legends, Fortnite, CSGO, without fail. So anyway, let's continue with the article. On April 2nd, Newzoo released its second annual game industry report, including a ton of data and information on what people were playing and spending their money on during 2023. According to Newzoo data, the PC and console game market grew and reached $93.5 billion in revenue in 2023. It may seem like good news, but drilling down it into the data, it becomes clear that it will only good news for a small number of publishers and developers. So only a small number of publishers and developers saw that 93.5 billion. So people would either spend their money they would spend a lot of money in CSGO, or they would spend a lot of money in Valorant, or they would spend a lot of money in Dota. Either one of those games they would spend a lot of money on. So they wasn't even really spending money on newer live service title. So yeah, let's see. Newzoo data showed that the top 10 games on each platform ranked their average number of monthly active users, or MAU, are filled with old established titles. Fortnite took the crown on all platforms, which is not surprising. Like even though Minecraft is making a little bit of a comeback, Fortnite is still the king when it comes to live service business model. Honestly, dude, if these games trying to you know how all these future live services come out and try to reach Fortnite peak, it's not happening. It's just not, because Fortnite is just so dominant. Fortnite is such a dominant force in the gaming industry that nobody can take its crown. Look, I used to be a huge Fortnite fan. I don't play as much no more, but you can't even if you hate Fortnite, you can't admit that the game is making bank. Okay, the list also surprised Grand Theft Auto 5, which is surprising because Grand Theft Auto came back. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2015, dude. It almost been like a whole decade before Grand Theft Auto actually came out. Like, dude, Grand Theft Auto 5 been out a long time, and it still reigns supreme on these newer live service game. In CS2, which is CS2, dude. CS2 is like the oldest on this list. Roblox, which I can see. Minecraft, which I can see. Rocket League, dude, I got my friend that play Rocket League all the time, so I can definitely see that. And Apex Legends, Fall Guys, Valorant, and Call of Duty. So all these old series, or all the older games, are better, or are retaining more players than newer live service game, which is crazy. I don't want to say crazy, but it just goes to show you for real. Here the chart showing all these rankings too. and you can see all of them except for Nintendo. Nintendo the only one because Nintendo don't even have half of these games. Most of Nintendo's games are basically Nintendo's exclusive, which makes sense because most people that buy a Nintendo system only buys it for like Nintendo games. So I kind of see why mostly Nintendo games are dominating on the Switch. So yeah, that kind of crazy, and that just goes to show you that it doesn't mean how hard you try. This is in the article, by the way. This is basically end of the article. Like there's no more. They go into like percentages and stuff, but that's all you really need to see is the chart, and you just need to see what's going on with all the other social media platforms. I'm going to tell y'all something right now, bro. Y'all go on Twitch right now. The dominant games that they've listed on this list are always gonna be the dominant games on Twitch. Every time I go on Twitch TV, it always the same games on top of the list. It either Apex Legends, Fortnite, Rocket League, what else? Rocket League, Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is always on there, and CSGO. Like, dude, it is hard. Like, it don't surprise me that most of these live service games are games that these games have been out for like almost like 6 to 5 years. These games are old. I mean, these games are old. In gaming year, 5 to 6 years is basically ancient history. Because these games have such, I would say these games have such of a good live service model that they able to survive for a long time. And another thing is about these games that most of the time people like quit these games and just come back to them hard and play them like hardcore. So yeah, this is kind of, it is very interesting when it comes to live service game. It also showed how it is hard to get into the live service business model. This is why I don't fault a company for trying to make a live service game, because at the end of the day they are trying to make a bunch of money, which is a corporation. Like I don't fault the corporation for trying to make money. I'll be real with you. Like I think sometimes that way they go about it is kind of questionable, like with all the microtransactions and stuff. Like I don't like that type of stuff, like where they be trying to nickel and dime you for like every little thing. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I get it. I get why they be trying to nickel and dime you for all the little things, because at the end of the day they just trying to make their money. And it just shows how hard it is to make a live service game, because people that play like the first, like these live service games were the first of their kind. Games like Apex, Call of Duty, Valorant, Fall Guys, GTA, CSGO really not the first, because CSGO been around for a long time. These were the original live service game. These are the games that pushed live serving into the forefront. And it's not surprising to see that more people stick with the game they pour the most time into and pour the most money into. Like, dude, if you start out with any of these games, you are more likely to stick with these games because you pour so much money, time, and effort into these games. You don't want to switch over. It kind of like the MMO effect. Like, I never played World of Warcraft, but I just know a lot about the MMO genre and how it was back in the days. Back in the day, during the MMO genre, I believe, like World of Warcraft was basically the only MMO that people would play. Like, it was hard to get a person that played World of Warcraft to play any other MMO, because they put so much time into World of Warcraft, and they put so much investment to World of Warcraft. It was hard for like another MMO to grab another player attention, because they already put so much time into their previous game. They didn't want to try a new one. I'm not really like that. Really, with me is that I'm a game hopper. I'll be real with you. I hop from game to game to game. I don't really play like one game. I say around about the 200-hour mark of a game, I start to get bored, or the games just start losing appeal. Like me, I like to play different types of games. Like I don't like just to play one game all the time or just continuously playing the same game. Even if I like a game, I just comes to a point where I just get bored of it and just want to try something else. But there's some people, God bless them, I don't know how they do it. They can literally sit there and play a game. Play one game from year to year. They can play the same game over and over and over. They can put years into one game. I can't do that. Like people meant to put thousands of hours into one game. That's something I can never do. I say around by like the 200-hour mark of a game, I'm basically done with that game, and I move on to the next one. But this chart showing all the games that people are still playing in the year 2024, and these games came out like in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and even some in 2020. People are still playing these games, and that show you how dominant these games actually are. Because let me tell you, the same game you see on this chart right now are the same games you will see on Twitch and you will see on YouTube 90% of the time. Like, dude, go on Twitch. I'm gonna take a screenshot of the Twitch homepage, and I'm gonna show y'all what the Twitch homepage mostly look like. Beside from just chatting, look at the game that mostly be dominating the Twitch chart. Like, this article is not lying when it said that these are the most dominant games, because you can see how people be playing these games on Twitch and all the other social media platforms, and it's not surprised that people that watching the same games on Twitch are mostly playing the same game when they're not watching them on Twitch. So anyway, I just thought it was a very interesting article. I just want to share with y'all, and I just want to give my 2 cents on it. And yeah, it's been Mr. Play Doctor with another video. See y'all next time. Peace.